Hello guys, today I'm just making a video on simplifying expressions. I know many of you have this for your IGCSEs, GCSEs, and for the A levels, where you have to simplify certain expressions and you have to give it in the most simplified form. So I thought, like, why not make a video on simplifying some fractions, simplifying fractions or expressions in this case. So if you guys do like the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel a lot. And do check out my other videos which I've posted. And I think the most recent one is the Top Gun maths questions. That's really fun. You guys should check that out. So let's begin with simplifying the expressions, alright? Okay, so the main thing about simplifying the expressions is that it usually involves canceling stuff on the top and the bottom lines. So it means that you have to get rid of something and that you don't need to write as much for the answer itself. So first of all, you could do this in two ways. You could either factorize the expression and then cancel it out, or you could like split it into two fractions and then cancel out. But at the end of the day, you're just getting rid of some stuff in the simplifying expressions. It's more like cleaning out the math equations to make the simplified, complicated looking brackets or expressions in brackets into more simpler, more clean way of doing it. Alright, so let's begin. So here we have 4x plus 6 divided by 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. Now we know that this is the top part. So the top part is this, the bottom part is below there. So what you need to do is, like I said, you can either factorize this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize this equation here at the bottom so that we can see. So 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. First thing you do is take out your calculator. You guys should check out the calculator video. That's really awesome as well. So you have 15 times 2. You have to find out okay, just leave this out. You have to find out two numbers that multiply to get 30, two numbers that add to get minus 7. So in this case, if you look at the factors out, we have 5 and 6. That cannot be one of them. We can use 10 and 3. They're two numbers that multiply together to give you 30, and they add to give you 7. So in this case, we can use the numbers minus 10 and 3. But as we can see, we can use the minus 10 and 3. Okay, so two numbers that multiply to give you minus 30, two numbers that add to give you minus 7. So we're going to compare it by grouping the like terms together, right? 3x and 10 minus 15. You're just going to group these two terms together to give you 2x brackets x minus in this case 5, and you have 3. This is going to be, you're just going to add this up, 3x minus 5. So you have x minus 5 and 2x plus 3. So you guys should know your factorizing. Alright, so now this is a simplified form on the bottom part of the algebraic expression. Now, what about the top part? How do you do this top part? Now, to do the top part, you have to look at the common terms that are in both of them. So they're both divisible. 4 and 6 are both divisible by 2. So we know that it's going to be 2 at the top. We're just going to split this up and x, right? 2x plus 3. So if I write that more clearly for you guys, you have 2x plus 3. Now put on your simplified expression and check out the simplified form. Hopefully this video should be less than 10 minutes. Let's see. So if you guys can see something in common, you can see that 2x plus 3 is in common for both the top part and the bottom part. So what you're going to do is you're going to cancel it out, throw it out, clean it off, crop it off, just do whatever you can with it. So you get 2 divided by x minus 5. This should be your answer for some good marks. Alright, so this is your simplified form. Okay, so the next question is 4x plus 4x divided by x plus 1 minus 4 brackets x plus 1. Now, in order to do this, you have to use the concept of bid mass. So we're just going to use addition at the start. So we're just going to cross multiply these together. So you have 4x brackets x plus 1 plus 4x all divided by x plus 1. Okay, so that's clean and simplistic. Alright, now your next part is going to be to cross multiply this again. So you have a 4x brackets x plus 1 plus 4x minus 4 brackets x plus 1 brackets x plus 1 as well. So here, what you have here is divided all by x plus 1 and in brackets. Now what you guys can see is that we can simplify this equation, right? Since we can cross multiply all the brackets out, remove the brackets. So you have 4x minus 4 x squared plus x plus 1 to give you x plus 1. These two, they add up together to give you plus 2x. Alright, so now you have 4x squared plus 4x plus 4x minus 4x squared plus becomes a minus 2 for 6, 8, that is minus 8x minus 4 all divided by x plus 1. Now these two, they cancel out each other and cut it out, and you have 4 plus 4 minus 8, that gives these two cut out as well. That gives you a minus 4 divided by x plus 1. Now this is your really simplified form. So what you need to do is just multiply them, use the bid mass technique, and it will come out really clean. So you have minus 4 divided by x plus 1. That should give you the correct answer. Now this is definitely simpler than what it looks at the start. So it removes all of those brackets and leaves the answer with this, right? Okay, this is your answer and this is correct. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Next question is about simplifying 4x 5 raised to the power 5 y all raised to the power 3. Now this is involving indices rules, so our indices rules must be strong. So since you know that if anything is in the brackets, right, you have anything with am, it's just going to be raised, it's going to raise a to the power of m. So you have, in this case, this whole number is being raised to the power of 3, so everything in the brackets is going to be raised to the power of 3, and it's going to be multiplied. So you have y, which becomes raised to the power of 3, and x is 5 times 3. So all divided by, and you have to multiply out the denominator is the bottom. So here you have 2 and 8, so you can get 2 times 8 to be 16. X is multiplied to give you 11. Y becomes 6. So now you have 4 raised to the power of 3, that's 64. X 15, y 3, 16, x 11, y 6. You're going to cut this out by simplifying 64 divided by 16. That becomes a 4. X and 15, that is 15 minus 11. That is about 4 as well. So you have 4x4. And for the y part, this cancels out each other, leaving y with a denominator of 3. Now you can leave this like this. I mean, what I would like to do is, in case, you know, you can leave it like this, or you could leave it as 4x raised to the power 4 y minus 3. Both answers are correct, so you can leave it as any way. Okay, you can leave it as a fraction, or you can leave it as like a number itself. So this seems to be correct. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Alright, the next question is expansion of brackets. So you have 2x plus 5, all in brackets, brackets x minus 1. That's also in brackets, and you have x plus 3. And you have to simplify your answer. This is mainly brackets, expansion of brackets. So you have x squared plus 3x. I'm opening the first brackets here, so hopefully that should be understood, that you have to simplify the brackets that are at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have x squared plus 3x minus x minus 3, and I'm going to group the like terms and bring it all together in the most simplified form. So you have x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now what you need to do is to expand this brackets as well. You can use the FOIL technique as well, so it doesn't matter. So you have 2x cubed plus 2 times 2, that becomes 4x cubed minus 6x plus 5x cubed plus 10x cubed. Remember, if you want me to show you the arrows, I'm multiplying each terminology together. So like this, this should be like a basic structure of how I'm multiplying it, so you guys can understand in that context. So you have 10x minus 15. So now what you need to do is you're going to group the like terms together in order to simplify it. Plus 5x squared minus 6x plus 10x minus 15. So that should give you a value of about 2x cubed plus 4 plus 5, that's 9x squared minus 6 plus 10, that should give you about plus 4x minus 15. So this is your answer for the final simplification form. So this should be your answer. So 2x cubed plus 9x squared plus 4x minus 15 is your answer. So you have to just know and make it like in a reasonable form by simplifying this brackets, alright, by expanding it. Okay, for this question is we have to simplify 1 divided by 5 plus square root of 2 plus 1 divided by 5 minus square root 2. This is using the bin mass concept. So we have to just simplify the surds. So these are the surds. So now in order to do this is we have to find out the common denominator, okay, the common denominator. Now in order to do this is that you just multiply the bottom parts together to give you the common denominator. So now you just expand this brackets. 5 times 5 is 25 minus 5 square root 2 plus 5 square root 2 minus square root of 4, and that becomes 25. These eventually cancel out each other to give you minus square root of 4 is 2, give you 25 minus 2, that's 23. So 23 is your common denominator for both of these numbers which are being added together. So now in order to do this is that since you know that 1 divided by 5 plus square root of 2 times some value is equal to the 23 being the common denominator. So you know that you have to multiply 5 minus 2, and you have to multiply 5 minus 2, that indirectly gives you 5 minus square root of 2 as one of your values. Same thing you do with 1 divided by 5 minus, it's right there, minus, just to show you, minus square root of 2 times 5 plus square root 2 to give you the denominator of 23, 5 plus square root 2, which automatically becomes 5 plus square root 2. Since now you have both of these common denominators, you have 5 minus square root 2 divided by 23 plus 5 plus square root 2 divided by 23. All you need to do is just group these like terms together, give you 5 minus square root 2 plus 5 plus square root 2, and that's all divided by 23. Now since you know that they are all divisible by 23, all you need to do is have 5 plus 5 minus square root 2 plus square root 2. 5 plus 5 becomes 10, right? We have minus 1 plus 1. This cancels out each other, give you square root of 23. 10 divided by 23, that's about 23. So since you know that this is your value, indirectly we have found out the answer. It's 10 divided by 23. So you have to just group these like terms together, and you get a value of 10 divided by 23, where 10 is your numerator and 23 is your denominator. This is the simplified fraction that you guys can get for simplifying the surd. Hopefully this is so simple, guys. Hopefully this is understood. Now if you guys enjoyed the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Share it to your friends and family. It really helps a lot. and keep it simple. New content is going to be posted soon. Do comment below on what you guys think and what videos I should post next. Otherwise, yeah, keep it simple. All right, bye guys.